Dear ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce our next presenter. I'm inviting with a warmly invite to Amulya Dixit, a research scholar from the Amrita Darshanam ICSS at the Amrita University. And the title of the presentation is Inside Out, the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on the ritualistic traditions. Thank you very much. And as mentioned, I will send a kind reminder after 5 minutes to keep track of the time. And I'm handing over to you, Amulya, and welcome you to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Sadat Pranam. Now I will like to share my screen to present my topic. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Amulya Dixit, a research scholar of Amrita Darshanam ICSS at Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. The topic of today's presentation is Inside Out, the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on the ritualistic traditions. The presentation will focus on the traditional ritual practices. We'll look into the ways these ritual practices underwent the process of modification, modernization, and reinvention during the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll also be looking at the new ritual practices that emerged due to the pandemic and how they were affected by the global pandemic. The focus area of this research will be focused on two areas. One is the process of ritual modification. In this process of ritual modification, we will look at the ritualistic tradition of Vat Savitri as it is observed in the state of Madhya Pradesh, in the eastern part of the state of Madhya Pradesh in India. And the second focus area of our topic will be emergence of new ritual traditions. In this, we will be looking in the emergence of a new goddess that is called the Corona goddess or Corona Mai as she is popularly known at. Now, the approaches I took to address these challenges were to understand the research problem. I collected some field data about the ritualistic traditions. I went around and witnessed the traditions being performed. Being from the community that perform these rituals and being from the area where these rituals are being performed, I'm able to provide an emic perspective on all this. To understand the reasons for the transformation and emergence of the ritual practices, some ethnographic data was collected. There was also collaborations with some colleagues, some friends from other areas to get more information. And finally, there were various popular newspapers, social media platforms that reported these ritualistic traditions and modifications they underwent during the pandemic, which provided an insight for our data. Now, as you can see, there are some pictures on the screen. These pictures are of the ritual of Vat Savitri as it was performed pre-pandemic in its traditional form. So this ritual of Vat Savitri is related to the story of Savitri and Satyavan from the great epic of Mahabharata. In the story, Savitri brings her husband back from death, and Savitri does this miracle while sitting under the Vat tree while worshipping the tree of Vat, which is banyan tree actually. Hence, nowadays, the women worship the Vat tree on this particular day, the tree of banyan, in hopes to increase the life of their husband. What happens is the women go to the place where the tree is, where the banyan tree is. They offer sweets, seasonal fruits, and other things to the tree, and they tie a string around the tree 7 times. So this 7 times means 7 lives. 7 lives of marriage, as marriage is considered in the Hindu society. The women also gather around the tree, they meet each other, they enjoy the festivities, they drink with each other, they eat food with each other, and they tell each other stories about the tradition, and they sing, they dance, and overall they enjoy this ritualistic tradition together. Now, what happened during the COVID-19, what happened during the pandemic is, during the pandemic, there was a lockdown, as we all know, which led to the restriction of movement. People have to follow social distancing to protect themselves, which meant the women could neither venture out of the house nor they could meet other women around the tree to perform the ritual. In this situation, what happens was that the ritual of Vat Savitri underwent a great modification. Now the ritual has to be performed. It is not that you do not perform the ritual, that is just not done in the society. So the ritual has to be performed. What modification was done that instead of going to the tree, now the tree was brought home. And how this huge tree could be brought home, it was done that a branch of the tree was taken and it was brought home. It was put in some pot or in some soil, and it was considered a tree, and that branch was worshipped by the women in the confines of their home. Now women were at home, branch was brought, and the women of the home, whether there are two married women, three married women, whatever the number was, they worshipped this tree in their home only. As you can see in the pictures, the number of women has significantly reduced. So there was no group exchange of gifts, there was no singing of songs, there were no stories being exchanged. So instead of, what happened during this pandemic, that instead of enjoying the ritualistic tradition as a community, it was completed by doing bare minimum by the individual participants, just because it has to be done, so it was done. There was no enjoyment in the ritual left. The other development that we will look at is the emergence of the new goddess, which was called Corona goddess or Corona Mai in various parts of India. What happened is this COVID-19, it wreaked havoc on the life of people. Many people were dying, many were sick, everyone was afraid. So this confusion, this fear, this led to emergence of a new deity. So religion, as we know, religion comes as a rescue many times. The spirituality gives people an internal power. So this internal power came, and a new deity was emerged. So this deity was called Corona Mai or goddess Corona, and was worshipped by the women in various ways. In the first photograph, courtesy the Hindu, as you can see, the women of Bihar state are worshipping the Corona Mai. They took these offerings and the water to a river source, and around the bank of the river, they buried all these offerings for the goddess Corona. In the second picture, as you can see, these are the women from Gujarat who are taking this procession. They're taking water pot on their heads to Corona Mai to appease the angry goddess. Same in the third picture, as you can see, the women of Banaras, Varanasi, as we say, are taking the water to the Corona goddess in the ghats of river Ganga, in the bank of river Ganga, to appease this goddess. So this particular tradition where a new goddess emerged during the pandemic is nothing new in Indian subcontinent, as I can say. Before also, for the negative aspects of society, for the diseases, for the pandemics, there are goddesses that emerge to protect the people. One of the famous goddesses was Alakshmi. So we have historical example of this. This Alakshmi was the counterpart of Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi, and dealt with the negative aspects of wealth. Then in between, you can see the image of goddess Hariti. Hariti was the goddess of disease of children. She brought down disease on children if the mother of the children did not worship her properly, or if worshipped properly, she will protect the children also. She has twin roles there. And the last images of goddess Shitla. Shitla is the famous goddess of India for chickenpox. When the chickenpox pandemic emerged, this goddess also emerged, and the mothers worship the goddess to protect their children from chickenpox. So the emergence of goddess Corona was nothing new for Indian subcontinent. It was an expected thing. With the emergence of this new goddess, also emerged the new imagery, the new iconography for this goddess. As you can see, the goddess in the first photo, the goddess is shown sweeping the coronavirus, as we can say, and getting rid of the pandemic. In the second photo, you can see the goddess is wearing mask, holding all the medical equipments in her hands, supposedly to fight and the corona pandemic and to end this pandemic. So how this affects our topic in the hand? The final outcome that was witnessed was that the ritualistic tradition that were there before underwent a transformation to accommodate the pandemic. This transformation was mostly seen in the rural areas, because when I did the fieldwork in the urban areas, they told me in the metropolitan city that they already used to bring the branch at home to worship, because in a metropolitan it's not really easy to go out and worship a tree, because there's a time crunch, there's a distance crunch is there. So overall, this pandemic transformed the ritual tradition of rural area. We can say it urbanized the ritual tradition of the rural area for the rural women. This has both positive and negative outcomes. On the one hand, now women were free to just stay at home and complete the rituals in a timely manner without spending their whole day in it. While on the other hand, the freedom of movement of the woman was now restricted. In most of the rural areas, what happens that these ritualistic traditions were a way, an excuse for women to venture out of the household, to freely spend time with their friends without any household duties, any social obligations. The pandemic took away this recreational value of the ritualistic tradition and turned it only an obligation to be fulfilled by the women. In the case of emergence of Corona goddess, a contradiction was seen in the role of women. While in the ritualistic tradition of Vat Savitri, the women are not venturing out of the house due to fear of pandemic. Whereas in case of Corona Mai or Corona goddess, the women are ready to go out in hordes to appease the goddess. The main reason behind this could be seen in the psychological conditioning of the women concerning their rituals. The main belief in the Corona Mai ritual was that the mother goddess is angry. And who else can appease the mother goddess if not another mother themselves? And these mothers who want to appease the goddess have to show ultimate belief in the power of goddess and accept that the mother goddess will protect us no matter what. To show this belief, these women broke all the protocols, put themselves at risk, and thus they showed that belief that the mother goddess will protect us, and now we have appeased the goddess. So in the post-pandemic era, what we can witness is the simplification and modernization of the certain ritual process. We can also see the Corona Mai becoming a permanent fixation in the pantheon of Hindu deities, just like the Shitla did. And maybe the revival of the idea of power of womanhood between all positive and negative aspects. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation. And this was my first ever presentation. So hopefully you can excuse any mistakes I made. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear Mulya. Just a kind disclaimer, I request all the guests to mute their mics so that we have the background noise also more or less under control. And Mulya, it was a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. It was at all not recognizable that it was the first one. It looked like it was the number 101. So thank you very much from our side.